So in this video, I'm going to show you how to remove support beams to vault a large room, tall building, or structure. And the footage I'm using came from a stream a few days ago, but I wanted to edit it and make it a little bit shorter to watch. So with that said, let's go to that stream. And as you can see straight ahead, I am ready to remove supports. I've got a vaulted ceiling, so it's going to look like this eventually. But anyways, right now I am removing supports, so I use explosive arrows to do this. And the only thing you want to make sure you do, should have this prepped up pretty good. You can see I detach it from everything that I want standing. I won't go around all of this, but these 6 walls, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These 6 walls will be what I am shooting down, and then this guy right here I'm keeping. And I'm pretty sure I got this prepped. I won't go around the whole thing, but you just got to make sure you detach it from everything you want to keep. And then I put in these braces on this wall. I mean, this wall will eventually come out, but for right now I keep it. But anyways, I support it with a logs placed diagonally like so, and then that way it keeps everything intact, because this brace here I have to keep. If that goes down with all these bulbs, then that portion of the ceiling would go down as well. And what I do is, okay, so right now the damage is off. So before I put it on, well, I've already got 2 saves. I do 2 saves just to have a backup in case something goes wrong. And sometimes you miscalculate, other times an enemy comes by and destroys your work. So after I have my 2 saves, I've double checked, make sure everything's disconnected. I've got all my arrows. Then I come down. My build is, as you can see, supported like so. And I just want to run through this really quick, make sure there are no cannibals or enemies. So let me turn this off and get back over here. And this is a little bit more complicated. I'm going to try to pull up one of my prior videos and show you where it really comes in handy. Because this is, you can see it vaults all the way up. And this, so the width of this to that end over there is 40 logs wide. And it's, as you can see, strutted, tapered up, or sloped up, whatever you want to call it. So this still is a lot quicker than trying to remove each log one at a time. So this is 65 stories tall. But anyways, where I first figured this out was on this build. So using explosive arrows to remove supports like all that would take a long time to remove all of those down. And this is a lot easier because you can just remove, it's just straight across. That's an arm. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes straight and then straight down like that. So if you've got some kind of build like this, I would say, like, you know, over 10, maybe 15 stories, and you got some width to the supports holding up the roof, and it's like that, this method is very useful, a lot quicker, right? So I've got my 2 saves, so I'm going to start shooting some of these down. I generally start on the end. All right, let me check my audio. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Oh, most important thing I need to do is, before I waste arrows, turn that off. All right, let's get started. And you just kind of want to check it, so I can tell that roof line, whatever you want to call it, is intact. That one's good to go. Now once I get into the middle of these supports, you're going to go through a lot more arrows. Everything's looking pretty good so far. You can see how it damages the next one over. That's why I angled these supports in here, like so. And especially this wired up support with the light bulbs, that's a main support. So I definitely, if that came down, it would put me back a lot. This backside, it doesn't matter if some of them get out of whack, because this wall here is coming down eventually. So that's good. Another thing is, I've learned, make sure all your logs come down, because if you're shooting an arrow, you can snag a log. So, yep, roof looks good on this end. You can see that's still good. Anyways, what I was saying, wait till all the logs come down, because a falling log can catch an explosive arrow and then fall to the ground, and then it would destroy your floor. If you have a floor like I do. You may not. So now I go down to the other end. Okay, so I am all out of explosive arrows, as you can see. So first thing I want to do is go down here, turn structure damage off. And then I'm going to go over here. I've got 2 saves. Let's sprint, buddy. I'm going to go ahead and do a save. And everything, I'm checking the roof as I've been going, so it looks good. So I'm just going to do 1 save. I guess I should make my arrows before, but anyways. So right now I've got the 1 save here, and then I've got 1 before I started. And then now what I want to do is I'm going to make my arrows. Where's add all items? Now this is just this is the way that I do explosive arrows to make them the quickest. So I do stack of batteries, stack of the circuit board, stack of the explosives. I just do about 40 of these, 40 of the wire. I mean, or that's a little bit more than 40. Add items twice. Third time, and the 4th time I'll add arrows, and I add all the arrows. Go over here, add all of these guys. Come on. So I bounce back between controller and mouse keyboard, if you haven't noticed. So I did 4 stacks. I added about 40 or 50 of these. 4 stacks of those. Then I add all my arrows, and then you can just go to town on your little gear wheel. Because if you do it one stack of arrows at a time, like, it just don't work out. I don't know what it is. Just you have to trust me. If you add all the arrows at one time, then you can make I mean, I don't even know how many times I've activated that. Okay, so once you clear those out, add 2 stacks of these. You don't need any more wire because you added all the wire. First go and look up here, and that's usually how it does. It says it leaves 16 of these carbon fibers. We'll see once I get done with this. And it works out. So we got 20 of 20, 20 of 20, 20 of 20. So perfect. So once you got your explosive arrows, just rinse and repeat the process. I will mention that it took me about 45 minutes to remove my 6 walls, but that was a slower pace since I was streaming. Anyways, be sure to like and subscribe for more Sons of the Forest content, and hope to catch you in the next video.